I thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto almost daily, jumping right into the market. I've got some big news to cover in this video. So Bitcoin, I could easily build a bearish case for this bull trap, right? Bulls got trapped here, right? Came down to support and bounce. Now, you don't want to see this thing roll over, but there's some news, breaking news that we've got to talk about that could change the game. The most important thing I want you to get out of this video is we're going to have plan A, plan B, right? I mean, technically you've got your high, another high, and a higher high, right? This lower low kind of threw the market off. You saw bears get trapped here. And I mean, technically this is still a bull trap. Let's see how this news play out. So we're going to cover like plan A. Plan A is this breaks down and you get a pullback down here to 22,800. Okay. Wouldn't be amazing for the bulls. You go to the 4-hour chart, and again, 23,500 key support level, right? If you don't get a break, this level is key because the $25,200 level on the weekly chart is the 200 SMA, which is the bull market indicator. When the price action breaks above that, very bullish to see. A number of years, the price of Bitcoin hasn't been below the 200 simple moving average on the weekly time frame, and it is now still. But your 200 weekly is running right about in this area. So we're going to cover that. Bitcoin weekly chart. Again, you've had numerous attempts. And again, it didn't break above and hold. The 200 is this yellow line coming through here, right? When things change, this is plan B. Plan B is go long when this thing, if it breaks higher, okay? Huge news coming as far as what the Fed is doing. The Fed balance sheet, there's injection of almost $300 billion into probably the banking system. Undetermined at this point, but here's the idea I want to talk about. So touched on it briefly yesterday. At the end of the day, it's if this happens, then do this. If you get a break with volume, and there's definitely some volume coming in, if you get a break at this level, right, you could see $33,000 Bitcoin, okay? And I was talking to the group about this earlier. It's been tough trading because every time, a couple of weeks ago, I could have told you that, hey, the Fed's going to raise the rates 50 basis points because they have to. Well, now banks are falling apart and the Fed says, hey, we're going to save the banks and we're giving the banks money to back them up for liquidity purposes. And it's throwing a lot of the ideas off. And so then there's uncertainty. What's the Fed going to do? Are they going to raise the rates? Are they going to pause? If they pause, I'm definitely looking for Bitcoin upside there. Although the stock market hasn't been following Bitcoin as much, the correlation is very broken. You still saw a nice pump when the CPI data came out, the inflation data came out. You had a pump of 9% and then a pullback of about the same. Okay, so the news is still moving the market as far as a macro level. Nobody in crypto wants banks to fail. I got some amazing shout outs to give in the trading group. This person subscribed to the group 2 days ago, up 5 figures, made $10,000 in 2 days at least, right? This person, 8.5x, up 850% on their first attempt at futures based on my lead admin's setup that he posted. I have the strongest team out there. Like, you will not find a better group, period. This person, I took a chunk of my profits and I put a huge down payment on my first ever new vehicle. Goal achieved. And that's what this is about. Like, I want to help you achieve your financial goals. It's not about the money, it's about the freedom. Life is not about working to the man. This person, GMT, 238%. This is from yesterday, 137% out of GPT. Right now, for 1 week, we're lowering the prices, rock bottom fees to join the group. $200 off, lowest price ever, plus 60% off. Go over to my website, cryptorev.net. Join. Listen, if you have any questions, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. This is from yesterday, 137%, 131%, no leverage, 22, 20, 16, 53, 36, 35, 33, no leverage, banging. Right? We do this banger after banger after banger after banger. You guys see these? We're killing it. You've got to be in the right coins. Go to Kucoin. Look at Kucoin right now. 53%, 43, 33, 23, 20. When you have all these double digits gainers and you keep hitting them day after day, your portfolio just keeps exploding because you're compounding gains. And this is the time to do it. You need to build your bag now. In the bear market, when the bull market comes, you'll have the capital you need to retire, period. Breaking, First Republic Bank crashes 35% on the open as they announce exploring strategic options, including a sale. Everybody's super bearish, right? This was this morning. But wait, Fed emergency loan program. And this is what I was telling you guys about. So like, is the United States going to jump in? Like, news is tough to trade, but we got plan A and we got plan B, right? So just understand that if Bitcoin breaks this level, you want to go long, right? Now you had this fake out right here, which bulls got trapped here, which is always a possibility, but volume comes in. Let's say the Fed rate hikes coming out on the 22nd. The Fed doesn't raise the rates, or they pause, or maybe a 25 basis point rate hike, a pause, and this thing's pushing Bitcoin price higher, right? That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So again, there's a lot of uncertainty in the market, and every time the United States jumps in, and with Credit Suisse, the Swiss government comes in and says, hey, we got you, we're going to back you. And that kind of saves the day for the markets, and the markets know, hey, it's to a point where the governments are just going to keep jumping in and saving the day, and it takes that X factor out of it, and then this will just make the uncertainty a lot better, right? A lot more positive feelings when, hey, the government's jumping in, we can just do whatever. That's where we're at. But this First Republic Bank comes out, and Fed says, according to JP Morgan's, their emergency loan program is expected to bring $2 trillion worth of funds into the United States banking system. $2 trillion. Okay, so this is Wednesday the 22nd. Write this down. U.S. FOMC statement and the federal funds rate, 2 p.m. Eastern time. I want to see pause. You want to see them pause. Now, because of these injections, will we see a 25 basis point rate hike? I think it would be crazy to a 50 basis point rate hike. Like, they'd be working against themselves, and they're not trying to ruin the banking system. Bitcoin dominance. Okay, so if Bitcoin starts breaking out of this pattern, and I'm looking for Bitcoin dominance to pump, and people are going to FOMO into Bitcoin, making it Bitcoin season. Only a handful of alts will outperform Bitcoin, the top altcoins, right? And so just understand that's when this thing is pumping, Bitcoin can outperform the market, right? And so understand Bitcoin dominance, important to pay attention to. Now, Ethereum core developers, on April the 12th, you're looking for the Shanghai hard fork. So this upgrade is going to enable staked Ethereum withdrawals on the Beacon chain, completing Ethereum's transaction to proof of stake consensus. In the back of my head, I'm thinking New York is coming out and calling ETH a proof of stake coin. I saw Gary Gensler, SEC chair, talking about how anything proof of stake is a security. Well, that's a whole nother thing, but all they can do is basically take him to court, and just like they did with XRP. But the thing is, this is huge. Very liquid staking coming. Ethereum withdrawals. Are people going to pull a bunch of Ethereum out? Everyone was worried. Oh, they're going to pull Ethereum out and sell, and it's going to drop Ethereum price. Why would they sell the bottom of the market? Right? They locked up their Ethereum. They're down like 60 or 70%. Why would they sell the bottom? Right? So that's not something I'm worried about at this point. But there's also, because of the Shanghai mainnet upgrade, there's 5 Ethereum improvement proposals that are coming as well. So big things ahead in Ethereum's future, period. This Fed put, this is what I was talking about. Remember, the Fed has been dumping. They've been dumping their balance sheet. This has been killing the stock market. Killing does not help crypto, right? And then all of a sudden you see over the last week, $297 billion injected back into the economy. Probably, you'd have to assume most of this is going towards banks, right? To provide liquidity, because they don't want the banks to fail. So all of a sudden, big things are happening. You've got to pay attention. Like, hey, there has to be something in your head that goes off and says, hey, things are different, right? This rate hike is really going to seal the deal. Remember, on the 22nd, if we get a no rate hike or 25 basis points, we could work with that. But we want to see a pause. We want to see the Fed pivot here. And you can see a rally out of stocks. And I think Bitcoin follows. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment on the comment box. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.